Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
On out here, flag football. What is up, channel? Ryan here. Man, it is cold. Anyway, I've wanted to talk about some of the comments I've made in past videos that have brought up some questions just about my riding style. Not so much the fact that, well, there have been some comments about how I ride like a grandpa. And yes, one, there's nothing wrong with being a grandpa. I look forward to the day when I have grandchildren. Two, I didn't get a bike to blast through traffic. I got a bike to really enjoy the ride. So I have a video that kind of talks about that, if you want to look that up. But I'm talking more about some comments that I've made in videos about defensive riding. And I just kind of wanted to talk about that a little bit. I guess it started because that's how I was taught to drive, and that's how I'm teaching my kids to drive. It's to be kind of defensive, and what I mean by that is, you know, when I drive a car, I'm constantly thinking about what traffic around me could do. To put it more bluntly, I assume everyone's going to make a stupid choice and a bad mistake. And, you know, I'm teaching my daughter, well, my daughter now has her license, but when I was teaching her how to drive, it's constantly being aware of what's around you and what are the bad choices that they could make. And just kind of assuming that they're going to make a bad choice. Not that I don't believe in humanity, it's just driving proactive and creating a safe space instead of driving reactionary all the time. And so when I ride my bike, I'm much more aware of the fact that people can make really dumb choices, because one, they do that anyway, and two, as you've all read, as you riders know, we're a much smaller profile. They're looking for something with two headlights, they're looking for something big and bulky, and we don't fit that. And so they could be staring right at me and still not see me, because I'm not what they're looking for. So that's kind of, you know, I have, as a motorcycle rider, I've made the decision that, you know, I'm going to ride defensively, which means when I see a car pulling out of a driveway or a street that doesn't have a light, I'm kind of going to assume that they're going to not see me, that they're going to swerve into my lane. You know, and so I'm cautious, I'm aware, I'm ready to respond. You know, a lot of times I'll realize, and I don't even consciously do it, but oh, my fingers are on the horn and the flasher. Like right there, I was like, oh, I bet some kid's gonna run out in front of me. So I was kind of ready to respond. No, I don't mean you ride around with your hands covering your clutch and your brake. I don't do that. But it's more just being aware. And in the beginning, to be honest, it was tiring because I think my mind was working overtime. But like any other type of activity, the more I did it, I got used to it. And it's just kind of automatic now. I don't enjoy my rides. I still enjoy my rides tremendously. I don't ride around town with a scowl on my face, expecting bad things to happen and hating drivers, and it doesn't influence any of that, but it's just an awareness that what are my surroundings, and hey, I'm ready for the worst case scenario.